Good morning, students. In the last class, we have completed a topic, that is what are the different causes of the negative relation between the price and the quantity demanded, and why does demand curve slopes downward to the right. So we have studied different reason for that, and the first reason is law of diminishing marginal utility, income effect, substitution effect, size of the consumer group or the market size, and the alternative use of the commodity. Okay, we have already studied the next topic, that is demand function. So demand function explained simply the relation between the demand of a commodity and factor determining demand. There are different factors which determining the demand. For that, demand function is further divided into two: individual demand function and the market demand function. So in the individual demand function, we have studied the first determinant which affecting the individual demand, that is effect of change in the price of the commodity. So other thing, in that condition we have taken the other things remaining constant, and there is negative relationship between the price and the quantity demanded. When the price of the any commodity is increases, so that the demand of the that commodity will be decreases, and vice versa. So in today's class we are going to study the second factors which determining the individual demand function. Okay, now let's start. Effect of change in the price of the related goods on demand of the commodity, that is price of the y and demand of the x commodity, or cross price effect. Okay, it means the next factors determining the demand is next is price of the related good. When the price of the y commodity is given, so what will be impact of the demand of the x commodity? Okay, so let's start. Price of the related goods also influence the demand of the commodity. Okay, the price of the one commodity influence the demand of the another commodity. So price of the whenever we have taken the price of the a commodity, the demand of the b commodity will be influenced. When change in price of one good affect the demand of the other good, then it is called the cross effect and the cross demand. Okay, when the price of one good is change and it totally affect the demand of the other good, it is called the क्रॉस डिमांड. ओके, जैसे हमने क्या देखा था, कोई भी कॉफ़ी और टी का एग्जांपल देखा था कि अगर प्राइस टी की चेंज हो रही है तो उसका इम्पैक्ट हमारा कॉफ़ी पे क्या पड़ रहा है. तो रिलेशन ऑफ द goods and related goods are of two types. First one is substitute goods and second one is complementary goods. So what is substitute goods? These are those goods which can be used in place of each other in consumption. Okay, substitute goods are those goods which can be used in place of each other. Okay, any for the consumption of the any commodity. Okay, whenever we can replace the one good to the another good, it is called the substitute goods. And complementary goods, these are those goods which should be consumed together for to obtain satisfaction. Complementary goods means if we want to satisfy our want, we have to use the commodities together. We cannot replace one of them, or we cannot isolate or uh, leave any good. So whenever we have to satisfy our want, we have to use both of the goods together. But in the case of substitute goods, the one good is replaced with the another goods. Okay, these all are the price of the related goods. So explanation of this, first is effect of change in the price of substitute goods on the demand of a commodity. Okay, here we have taken the what is the price of the y goods and what will be the impact on the demand of the x commodity. कि प्राइस क्या होगी y की इंक्रीज़ और डिक्रीज़ करेगी तो उसका डायरेक्टली इम्पैक्ट डिमांड पे क्या होगा, उसका मीन्स दूसरी कमोडिटी का, मीन्स प्राइस हमारी y कमोडिटी की चेंज होगी बट डिमांड क्या है x कमोडिटी में चेंज होगा. सो इट इज़ द प्राइस ऑफ द रिलेटेड गुड. किसी एक की प्राइस चेंज होने पे किसी दूसरे गुड की कितनी डिमांड में चेंजेस आ रहा है. So it is the price of the related goods. So first condition is whenever we have taken the a rise in a price of one good, that is coffee, leads to an increase in demand of the substitute goods tea. Okay, if the price of the coffee is increases so that consumer will shift to the next substitute, that is tea. Okay, whenever we have taken the example when the price of the uh, cup of coffee is almost 100 rupees but it increases from 100 to 200, so that what the consumer will do, consumer will shift from the coffee to tea because still tea is of 80 rupees. So it is totally depend upon the price of the one good, how the price of the one good is impact the demand of the another good. So this is because of the as price of the coffee rises, its demand falls, causing rise in the demand of टी. ओके, अभी क्या हो रहा है कि जो कॉफ़ी की प्राइस है वो क्या हुई, फॉल कर गई. इससे क्या हुआ, इसकी डिमांड भी फॉल कर गई. सॉरी, प्राइस क्या हुई कॉफ़ी की, राइस की, सो दैट इसकी डिमांड भी क्या हुई, फॉल हुई. बिकॉज राइस क्या हो गया, हमारा जो डिमांड था टी का डिमांड इंक्रीज़ हो गया क्योंकि प्राइस क्या है यहाँ पे, टी और कॉफ़ी सब्स्टिट्यूट गुड्स. सो अभी हम क्या करेंगे, जब आपकी कॉफ़ी की प्राइस इंक्रीज़ हो गई तो जब प्राइस इंक्रीज हो गई डैट मीन्स डिमांड उसकी फॉल कर जाएगी. सो कंज्यूमर विल शिफ्ट फ्रॉम कॉफ़ी टू टी, सो द डिमांड ऑफ टी विल बी इंक्रीजेज. द डिमांड कर्व ऑफ टी, the demand curve of tea would shift to the rightward. Okay, then the demand curve whatever we have create, it will shift to the rightward. Okay, it is D and it will be D1 D1. So see, the price of the coffee rises, the demand of coffee will be decreases and there will be increase in the demand of tea. Demand of tea will be increases, so that the demand curve of the tea will shift to the rightward. Okay, yes, so we have taken a rightward shift of the demand curve D to D1. Here the price of the tea remains constant, the price of the tea will not be changed, it is same as before. So first of all we have taken the schedule, then the price of tea is constant. We have taken an assumption that the price of the tea will be not change. So in first unit price is 10, second unit price is 10, but the quantity of tea will be changed. In first unit it is 4 and in the second unit it becomes 8. So we have taken the on the x-axis quantity of tea, on the y-axis price of tea. So the price of the price of the tea is constant, so we have taken this, means we have taken here 10 and the quantity is increases, so 2 4 6. So on the price 10, the quantity of tea is 4, but when the price is also 10, then the demand is increases, so that it will shift to the rightward. Okay, it is called the effect of change in the price of the substitute goods on the demand of a commodity. When the price of the y good, when the price of the coffee is changed, what will be impact on the demand of the tea? So in that condition, the curve will shift to from the D to D1. Okay, D to D1. It is the situation. So what it sees, table 3.4. Sorry, table 3.4 shows that the demand of tea rises even its price has not changed. Okay, means ki demand of tea is rises even its price has not changed. We have taken as assumption that the price of the tea remains constant. It is due to increase in price of the substitute goods, because the price of the substitute goods will be increases. In that condition, we have taken the price of the tea will be not change, so that demand of the tea will be increases. Then the demand curve will shift to the rightward. Okay, and it is the condition of when the when there is rise in the price of one good. So the next condition is when the price is fall. When the price of one good falls, leads to fall in demand of the substitute goods. Okay, when the we have taken that the when fall in price of one good leads to fall in demand of its substitute goods. This is because as price of the coffee falls, the demand rises. Okay, क्या होगा देखिए, इसमें ये कह रहा है कि जैसे ही कॉफ़ी की प्राइस क्या हो गई है, वो फॉल कर गई है, तो फॉल इन डिमांड ऑफ द सब्स्टिट्यूट गुड्स, डिमांड भी क्या हो गई है टी की, वो भी फॉल हो गई। बिकॉज क्योंकि जब अगर कॉफ़ी की प्राइस डिक्रीज़ होगी तो कंज्यूमर क्या करेंगे, उसी की डिमांड ज़्यादा करेंगे एज़ कंपेरिजन टू टी। बिकॉज इसकी वजह से जो डिमांड है टी की वो कम हो जाएगी, बिकॉज ऑफ द प्राइस ऑफ द कॉफ़ी फॉल्स। अगर किसी भी कमोडिटी का आप एग्जांपल लेते हो, उसकी प्राइस अगर डिक्रीज़ हो रही है तो डिमांड उसका क्या हो जाएगा, इंक्रीज़ हो जाएगा, एज लॉ ऑफ डिमांड सेज। सो द डिमांड ऑफ द टी विल बी decreases because it is the substitute goods. So the demand curve of tea would shift to the left. When the demand of the tea is increases, the demand curve will shift to the rightward. But here the demand of the tea is decreases, so that the curve will shift to the leftward. Okay, see, decrease in the price of coffee, increase in the demand of coffee, and then increase in the demand of tea. So it is the condition of the fall in price of one good. It ultimately leads to the fall in demand of the substitute goods. Okay, now see the schedule as well as diagram. Here we have taken the price of the tea is constant, but the quantity is decreases from 4 to 2. So we have taken here quantity of tea and the price of tea, and the curve is and the price is constant, so we have taken price is just like that, and we will made a diagram so that the quantity of tea we have taken that the here it is taken as the 4, but in the next condition it is decreases because there is fall in the price of the कॉफ़ी। बिकॉज प्राइस क्या है, कॉफ़ी की फॉल कर गई, तो डिमांड क्या है, टी की डिक्रीज कर जाएगी। सो द कर्व विल शिफ्ट टू दी, yes, it is a price, so the demand is 4. When demand is decreases of tea, it will shift to the leftward. So here it is D, and we have taken any name that D1 or D2, it is up to you. Okay, so the curve will shift it to the leftward. We have taken the case of the substitute goods. When the rise in the price of the any good means coffee, so that the demand of the substitute good will be rise. And second condition, when the price of the coffee is increases, falls, then the demand of the substitute good will be also false. Now the second condition is what will be the impact on the complementary good. Till we have explained the substitute goods, now complementary goods. Effect of change in the price of complementary goods Py on demand of dx. Okay, what will be the price of the y commodity on the demand of the x commodity? Okay, we have also taken the price of y and demand of the x commodity. With rise in prices, with rise in prices of the complementary goods means any good which have used as together, we cannot isolate or separate both of them. So for example, car and petrol both are used togetherly. Okay, so that when the rise in the price of the complementary goods, when the price of car is increases, so the demand of the commodity question, that is falls, means demand of the petrol will also fall, because when the price of car is increases, so nobody want to purchase the car, so that the demand of the petrol will decreases. दिस इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ द फॉल इन डिमांड ऑफ कार. जैसे देखिए फॉर एग्जांपल, कार और पेट्रोल क्या है, बोथ कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री गुड्स है. कार क्या है, पेट्रोल के बिना कभी भी चल ही नहीं सकती. तो अगर प्राइस क्या हो रही है, कार की इंक्रीज़ हो गई, तो अगर प्राइस इंक्रीज़ हो गई तो एनीबडी वांट टू परचेज द कार? नो. सो दैट if anybody don't want to purchase the car, so what they will do with the petrol? तो वो पेट्रोल के साथ क्या करेंगे? इससे क्या होगा कि जो डिमांड है पेट्रोल की वो क्या हो जाएगी, वो भी कम हो जाएगी. दिस इज़ बिकॉज फॉल इन डिमांड ऑफ कार, क्योंकि डिमांड क्या है कार की, वो कम हो गई. अंडरस्टूड और नॉट? आई थिंक समझ आ ही रहा होगा आप लोग को. Okay, next is we have taken the price of the car is increases, so the demand of car will be the decreases. For that, demand of the petrol will also decreases, so that curve will be shift to the leftward. Here we also taken the petrol price is remains constant. Okay, now see, we have taken the schedule. The price of the petrol is constant, that is 1010. Next is quantity of petrol. Quantity of petrol will be decreases, because the price of the car is increases and demand of the car will be decreases. For that, demand of the petrol will also decreases. So from 4 to 2. For that condition, quantity of petrol we will take on the x-axis and price of the petrol we will take on the y-axis. We have taken the price as 10, so that the curve is 4 of the petrol and it is decreases and go to the this point, that is 2. For that condition, demand curve is shifted to the leftward. Okay, it is clear from the above table 3.6 and figure 3.8 that the demand of petrol falls. Okay, petrol falls from 4 to 2 unit due to increase in the price of the car, even when there is no change in the price of petrol. Even there is no change in petrol, price of the car is decreases and there is no change in petrol, still the demand of the petrol is decreases, because nobody want to purchase the car, because it becomes too much costly. Okay, now the next condition is a fall in price of the complementary goods. A fall in price of the complementary goods causes increase in the demand of the commodity in question. This is because rise in demand of the car. Okay, that means whenever the price of the car is decreases, so that demand of the car will be increases or decreases. Tell, the demand of the car will be increases. For that, the demand for the petrol will be also increases. ठीक, कैसे? देखिए, कोई अगर कार की प्राइस क्या हो गई, वो डिक्रीज़ कर गई. ठीक है, वो 5 लाख की मिल रही थी, अब 4 लाख की मिल गई. तो कंज्यूमर्स क्या चाहेंगे, वो चाहेंगे कि दे हैव टू परचेज द कार. तो जब वो परचेज करने जाएंगे तो मोर एंड मोर कस्टमर विल गो टू परचेज द कार. सो उसकी डिमांड क्या हो गई, इंक्रीज़ हो गई। जब कार की डिमांड इंक्रीज़ हो गई तो डैट मीन्स कि वो वाटर तो कार में डाल के चलाएंगे नहीं ना, उसके लिए तो पेट्रोल चाहिए। डैट मीन्स कि जो भी डिमांड है पेट्रोल की वो भी इंक्रीज़ हो गई बिकॉज ऑफ दी rise in the demand of the car. And why the demand of the car is increases? Because of the fall in the price of the car. These all are interrelated to each other. What is impact of one to the another? It is the complementary as well as the substitute goods. Price of the related good, it is, that's why it is called the price of the related good. When the price of the one commodity is changed, what will impact on the commodity of the second? So it is called the price of the related good, in which we have studied two different types, substitute goods and the complementary good. In that reason we have taken the price of the car is decreases, so the demand of the car is increases, and the increase in the demand of the petrol also, petrol increase ho gaya. For that we have taken also assumption that the petrol remains constant, the price of the petrol is remain constant. We have taken the schedule, that is 10-10, and the quantity of petrol is increases from the 4 to 8. For that, when the quantity is increases, so that the curve will shift it to the rightward, we have taken quantity of petrol on the x-axis and the price of the petrol on the y-axis. Price is constant, so it will like that. And the here we have taken the 4, and the demand of the petrol is increases, so that curve will shift to the leftward, that is from D to D1. Okay, from the above table and above table 3.7 and the figure 3.9, it is clear that the demand of the petrol rises from 4 to 8 unit due to fall in the price of the car. Due to fall in the price of the car, demand curve will shift to its right, it shift to the right from D to D1 even when there is no change in the price of petrol. Even there is no change in price of petrol, the demand curve is shifted to the rightward from DD to D1. Okay, now next is effect of change in income of a consumer on demand of a commodity. Next related good is income of the consumer. Okay, it is the third factors determining the demand. First we have taken the price of the commodity, second we have taken the price of the related good, third is income of the consumer. Okay. The commodity in question may be are of two types. First one is normal goods and second one is inferior goods. Okay, for that we have taken the two kinds of good. First one is normal good and second one is inferior goods. So start with this. Difference between the normal goods and inferior goods is based on the preference a consumer develops when level of his income change. When his income rises, he reduces consumption of the inferior goods, double toned milk, and increases consumption of the normal goods, full cream milk. It is the income level of consumer which defined a good as normal good or as inferior goods. It is the income level of the consumer which determine whether a good is inferior or normal good. A good which is normal good for a person who earns lower income may be an inferior good. For the consumer who earns higher income, as the income level of a consumer rises, he finds some good below his income status and treats them as inferior. Okay, for example, Vanaspati ghee may be normal good for low income consumer, but for a high income consumer it may be inferior good as he can afford a buy a desi ghee. Okay, therefore when a person moves to a higher income level, she will consider Vanaspati ghee as being below the income status. Since she being able to buy desi ghee, will consider vanaspati ghee to be an inferior good. Okay, समझिए. Basically, it is any consumer will decide the good is inferior good or the normal good, because इट इज़ टोटली डिपेंड अपॉन द इनकम ऑफ द कंज्यूमर. ओके, अगर आपकी इनकम, आप लो इनकम ग्रुप के हो, तो कोई चीज़ आपके लिए उस टाइम उस कंडीशन पे अच्छी होगी. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जांपल कि आपकी इनकम बहुत कम है, तो आप क्या है, ट्रेन से ट्रैवल करना पसंद करते हो क्योंकि आप बस उतना ही अफोर्ड कर सकते हो. बट अगर आपकी इनकम क्या हो गई, इंक्रीज़ हो गई, तो डैट मीन्स अब आप क्या है, अब आपके लिए ट्रेन क्या हो गई, इन्फीरियर गुड हो गई, और आपके लिए प्लेन्स क्या हो गई, वो नॉर्मल गुड हो गई. सो इट इज़ टोटली डिपेंड अपॉन द इनकम ऑफ द कंज्यूमर. सो ही विल डिसाइड ऑन दैट बेसिस what is normal good and what is inferior good. So whenever the income of the consumer is low, it will be the inferior good is for them is normal good. When the income of the consumer is high, so that he will always prefer the normal good and said thing about the inferior good is low quality goods. So let's understand difference between the normal goods is based upon the preference. Okay, preference, which quality of product preferred by the any consumer. A consumer developed level of his income change. When his income rises, it reduces consumption of the inferior good. For example, I have taken the example of the railway as well as airplane, planes. So for when the income of the consumer is rises, reduce consumption of the inferior good. वो उस कंडीशन पे क्या करेगा, जो भी inferior goods हैं, मीन्स डबल टोन्ड मिल हैं उनके, उसके लिए वो क्या हो जाएगा, वो inferior good हो जाएगा, and he will increase the consumption of the normal good. Normal good means double full cream milk. Okay, for that, in that condition, when the income of the consumer increases, he will go through the normal good. It is the income level of the consumer which define the good as a normal good or the inferior good. Okay, it is the totally depend upon the income of the consumer. For that, he or she will decide which one is inferior good as well as which one is the superior good or normal good. Okay, a good which is normal good for a person who earns lower income may be an inferior good. Okay, a good which is normal good for a person who earns lower income may be an inferior good for the consumer who earns higher income. Okay, कोई भी अगर कंज्यूमर की लो इनकम है, तो उसके लिए जो इन्फीरियर गुड है वो उसके लिए नॉर्मल गुड होगा, क्योंकि ही ओनली अफोर्ड दैट मच प्राइस. ओके, दैट मच गुड ऑल्सो, बट it will be become the inferior goods for those who have the high level of income. It is basically depend upon the income of the consumer. Okay, and nothing else. Okay, if the income of the consumer is good, so he will always prefer the normal goods, or if the income of the consumer is low, he will prefer the inferior good, because that inferior good for him is as a normal good. Okay, so that he must some goods below his income status and treat them as a inferior as the income level of consumer rises. Whenever I have taken the example, when the income of the consumer is rises, for him or for her, a railway become inferior good, because at that time he will maintain or she will maintain his or her status. For that, a railway become inferior good and planes become for him a normal good. Here one example is taken. Vanaspati ghee may be normal good for a low income consumer. Okay, if any consumer is low income group, so for him Vanaspati ghee means dalda, for him is a normal good, but for a high income consumer it may be inferior good. Okay, if the income of the consumer is good, for him it will become the inferior good, because he or she will able to afford the देशी घी, बिकॉज अभी क्या है, वो अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं देशी घी. फॉर दैट पर्पस इट बिकम्स वनस्पति घी बिकम्स द inferior good for the high income group. Therefore, when a person moves to the higher income level, he she will consider vanaspati ghee as a being the below income status. For him it become the below the status of him, and since he she being able to buy deshi ghee will consider vanaspati ghee to be an inferior good. Okay, when he or she will able to buy the deshi ghee for him or for her, vanaspati ghee become the inferior good. So on conclusion we can say that the normal good and inferior good is totally depend upon the income of the consumer. When the income of the consumer is become too much, or any inferior goods or any inferior good, he will shift it with the normal good. He will prefer more and more normal good, or any consumer who has low income group, so in that reason, in that case, any inferior good become him for her as a normal good. So it is totally depend upon the consumer income, and income level of the consumer will define that the which good is normal good or which good is inferior good. So in the next class we will continue it further.